Hello everybody. I guess you guys all thought that I probably wasn't ever going to get to this point. Man, it's been a long week. Been a rough one too. I have almost all of the box lots out. I have all of the coins prior to that out. I don't have all the reveal coins done or out yet, but I'm going to finish the reveal coins from the last 2 weeks this weekend and try to get them out Monday or Tuesday, and then I will finish all of the reveal coins from this week probably on Tuesday and get them out on Wednesday. As of Wednesday to Thursday of next week, I should be complete and finished with sending everything out that I owe anyone, and beyond that I'll be ready to pack up and move this baby 50 miles away. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this roll. It's a 1959D. It is a nice, bright and shiny appearing tubed roll that I've not been into. I got this from a friend of mine in Arkansas. So I'm going to flip it back and start from the end that is to my left, as usual. And let's go ahead and get started. Alright, got coin number 1. It's going to go to Bulldog. I'll try to keep this in place for you guys. Let's see what we have here. Now, anything that I find in this roll is going to be a complete surprise to me, just like it would be a surprise to you. I've not been through this roll. I've only poured it out to look for it, major spots or major issues prior to opening the roll, because I wanted to make sure you guys got relatively good quality coins. Beyond that, I have no idea what's here, which means I have to look at all the coins just like you would. So here we go on this adventure together. Alright, here's my first one, Bulldog. I didn't get anything on this one, but we're going to try the next one. Instead of doing the shows every 3 hours today, I'm going to be doing them every 2 hours. My postman kind of mixed things up this morning with me. I thought they were going to be here by 10 to 11 o'clock, and he didn't show up until after noon, which really kind of put a squash in my position for the day. Adam Connor comes next. See what we have here for Adam Connor. Nice earlier die state coin as it appears. Well, no, it's not. It's a mid to late die state. It just had really sharp detail in the center. I don't see anything going on here. Not yet, anyway. Got nothing going on there. I'm going to go ahead and move on to coin number 3. This will be coin number 2 for you. And coin number 3 goes to Sureg. Let's see what Sureg is going to get. Got nothing on the obverse. And see how this one's an early to mid die state? Early to mid die state meaning it's an early mid die state coin. There's not a whole lot of feathering going on the outside edges of the lettering. You can see that if I pull it way down here into the corner, you can see how sharp they are. And the entire design is rather new looking. That's what happens when you get a relatively new hub on a die. Comes out nice, and then the die doesn't strike very many coins before it gets to the one you're looking at. And so that's coin number 3. Let's move on to coin number 4. Number 4 is going to go to Fox Run Forge. Fox Run Forge to get this coin right here. Hello, Jessica. Bill Crescent, Wanda Williams. Who else do we have in here? Farm Dog, Adam Chambers, Joe McBride, Eric Byer. You got a number of people in here. I know we've got 21 people watching. Now, today's schedule was going to be for a roll every 3 hours, but the post office kind of kiboshed that for me. I'm certainly not going to leave 20 medium flat rate boxes out in my front yard for the postman to pick up. I wanted to make sure I met them in person and got them into the mail truck in person. So I had to wait and wait and wait and wait. Finally, he showed up, but it was after noon when he showed up. And by then, I had been up since actually 4:45 in the morning. That's when I got started this morning with my first cup of coffee. Went in and started packing packages. I packed packages all evening yesterday and all morning this morning. I got finished packing around 10 o'clock and started waiting for the postman. And by the time he showed up, I was starting to get really tired. I decided I had to go ahead and cancel my first show. So I kind of canceled the first show, but I didn't really cancel it. I just moved it forward. This is the first show for the week. It's 1959D Tube Droll. Found nothing in it so far. Still working. Only 5 coins down. 7 minutes after 4. Here's coin number 6. Steve Patat. Haven't found anything here yet. Coin number 5. Coin number 5 was Bill Betts. Did I not ever flip it over? Coin number 5 was Bill Betts. Now see, this one's late die state. You can tell that because the letters are starting to get all worn out. And out toward the rim, there's not really much of a definition to the outside edge of the lettering close to the rim. So this one's late die state. Now the obverses and reverses can be different die states because they don't hang the dies or take the dies away in pairs. They would take one away if it broke or had a reason to be retired. They would retire it and then just hang another one. Let it work with its whatever pair it's got until one of them failed. And then they just move on like that. See, this one's a mid die state. So you know that one had not been on the press as long as the previous one. That's Steve Patat for you. Coin number 6. Now coin number 7 goes to Mike Birchman. And Mike Birchman pulls a goose egg for RPM. Let's keep taking a look around, see if there's anything else on the obverse. This one's another late die state. You see how the outer edges of the lettering are kind of just fuzzed out. You can especially tell with the L. The L is a very telling thing. If the L is merging with the rim, then you have a pretty late die state. Obverse. If the last digit of the date is all fuzzed out, you have a pretty late die state obverse. Now for the reverse, this one's mid to late die state. And for all the new coin searchers out there, all these raised lines on the coin, those are actually scratches in the die that transfer to the coin. So we call them die scratches. Hello, Mr. Carmen. And Quads is here. Arizona Coins, good afternoon. Okay. I gotta get my insert better seated. There we go. And that's coin number 7. Coin number 8 now. We'll go to Bulldog. Let's see what we have for coin number 8. Oh, I'm not seeing anything. Mike, sorry, no spots left today. Don't have anything going on until August that I'm going to have free spots for. I've decided the last 2 rolls that I was going to sell this week, I'm not going to have time to take care of them, so I will just hold them until I get settled in my new dwelling. That would be, I believe, rolls numbered 196, 197. 195 is sold, and we are sold out of everything up to that point. Yo, man. How you doing? Oh, do I need to flip one? Boy. Dang. You'd think a guy would be able to learn. Train a monkey. I guess I'm just not as smart as your average monkey. I need a reward system. Yeah, I need some sort of reward system where if I remember it, I get something. You know, like a cracker or something, you know. Real simple. A little treat bite for remembering to flip my flips. You gotta remember to flip my flips. Alright, that's coin number 9. Coin number 10 is going to go to Mike Birchman. And yeah, it's really hard to teach an old dog new tricks. That's for sure. I've been at this many years without knowing how to do it. What's knowing how to do it gonna do? And make me an all new dog. That's coin number 10 for you. Now coin number 11 goes to Hawkeye. Coin number 11 to Hawkeye. Man, I thought this roll was going to be a good one. Is that it came from my Arkansas connection. Usually they have some pretty decent stuff in them. Usually, yeah, Adam Connor comes next. That's like 3 coins from the end. We run into something really great. Yeah. Wanda means that in a loving way. Old dog, new tricks. I know what Wanda meant. I got you. It's like I've been doing this one way so long. Teaching myself how to do it a new way. It's going to be a little difficult. Let me grab a little Q-tip out of here so I can clean that white speck off of it. I don't want that thing to start giving us issues. Alright, there's Adam Connor. Adam Connor, coin number 12. Now coin number 13. This one was at the end of the roll at one point in time. A little xylene will take that haze away. I'm going to wipe that haze right out of my life. CMOS Omaha gets this one. Yeah, we got nothing there either. No cookie, that's right. It might have been a little bit late, but I did remember to flip it. Nobody told me to. So, Bill Betts gets this one. This is going to be coin number 14. I got nothing so far in this roll. Getting started off with a semi-spotted roll that has nothing in it. This isn't a very good start for the day. I think what I'm going to do to try to catch up things a little bit is as soon as I get done with this, I'll wait till the top of the next hour and just start the next show. That way we can attempt to get caught up a little bit with things. Coin number 15 now. 15 is going to go to Adam Chambers. Adam Chambers. Adam Connor is A. Connor, and Adam Chambers is Adam C. So we can differentiate them here. Now we got a little bit more spots. Jessica does have an auction coming up tomorrow. My move does not affect her ability to hold auctions, so she's going to hold auctions all the way through my absence. My absence is going to be probably a 3-week process. I need about a week to get packed, a week to get closed on the house, get the paint done, all that kind of stuff, and then a week to unpack and get myself situated and started again. Here's coin number 16, quads.com. Alright, I do believe we could have an RPM here. Let's see. It is awful fat on the bottom, and I tell there's some doubling in there, but it's just not enough to really go by. I don't think there's really enough there. I'm going to hold this off to the side anyway, just in case. It doesn't hurt. I'll see if it actually equals up to anything. Once I get it under the microscope, I'll be able to tell for sure if there's enough doubling on the lower side of that RPM to actually list it. You want me to zoom in? I'll zoom in. Yeah, so you can see the other mint mark there. If I can ever get this focused. There we go. Turn the light up some. You can kind of see the other mint mark down there. It's that dark line running across the bottom, but there's just nothing there. I mean, it's just, it's like a fat mint mark because it was almost perfectly minted one on top of the other, but not quite, which just gave us fatness. And the fatness isn't something I can really depend on, because fatness, I mean, you know, once the die starts to wear out, that fatness becomes a pretty normal thing with most mint marks. So it's going to be really hard for us to tell any. There is a struck through on the E right there. That is a spot of struck through. It looks like there's metal missing altogether. There isn't anything missing, but it looks like a pit in the coin without anything sticking up around the edge of it. So it doesn't have that crater effect that you would have with damage. It's just a hole with level ground all the way around it. That is struck through. That's going to go to quads. Now for coin number 17. Coin number 17 goes to Joe McBride. And let's see what we get for Joe. Turn the light back down a little bit on this. There we go. Alright. Looks like our buddy Joe doesn't get anything this time either. Like another normal coin. Yeah, that RPM, I'm going to look at it again on the rego, on the roll, but I'm not thinking right now it's going to be something the microscope is going to show me as being a listable item. That's coin number 17. Now coin number 18 is going to go to quads. Quads, we're spinning you up here real quick. Everything comes and goes in groups. Not getting much of anything there. I keep looking around, see if there's anything on the reverse to talk about. These spots, again, these spots come off with xylene. I've already proven that a number of times. So these coins are actually pretty decent coins. They just don't happen to have any die varieties. Which, that kind of drags things down a little bit. Alright, this one's for Hawkeye. Some spottiness again. Take a look at the reverse and see what it has for us. And nothing I can see. What did Tim say? Do I have this on Top Chat or something? I don't see. Oh, here he is. Ah, got the package yesterday. Coin number 20 now. Coin number 20. Ooh, there we go. Bam. Nice. Sweet. God, look at that. And just when you thought you were done. Oh, who gets this one? Deanne. Deanne has been known to get a lot of the nice coins out of these rolls. Well, that's a nice one. For sure. This one's going to be listed. Absolutely. Probably RPM 4. That's what it looks like. Might check 17 as well. There's a few it could be, but RPM 4 looks probably most likely on this one. I'm going to take a little bit of a xylol bath to this one. Somebody check my markers and look for that thing on the edge of the T. You can see that looks like a little die chip or a gouge on the edge of the T of scent. Did I see what you said earlier about the package I sent you? No. I don't know what you're talking about. I wish I did. I forget stuff quickly. So, please be patient with me. Don't bring things up about packages during the show because I can't even think about that stuff when I'm doing a show. Bring it up with me in a messenger chat after the show. That's when I can pay attention. My brain only works. Oh, some people would call it a one-track mind. I'm just very focused about the job I'm doing exactly when I'm doing it. So is this number 4? Okay. Definitely number 4. It's a beautiful gem too. It's a really nice looking coin. It's I'm taking the spots off of it now, just to show you guys that these things will turn into very nice coins if you treat them nicely. This is the coin again. After spot removal. Spots are all gone. Oh, heck, why not? Let's kick this one out and look at full muster so you guys can see what happens to these coins. There you go. Nice gemmy obverse, couple of little tiny spots. And here's the reverse. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. So there you go. You can see that there is an RPM on this, even from this distance. It's that obvious. There it is one more time. Before I pull her away and put her in her place. RPM number 4, 1959D. Butamus coin, Butamus coin. Had no idea that was going to show up, but now I'm glad it did. There's RPM number 4 as die number 1 on this roll. And moving right along, coin number 21 goes to Eric Beyer. See, we were 20 coins into the roll before the first variety showed up. And it was a nice one, too. Me likes. Me likes. Yeah, the obverse of Eric's coin doesn't show anything. Let's check the reverse out. See if it shows anything. Nothing there. And number 22. Number 22 goes to Jim Fletcher. James Fletcher, let's take a look at your coin, my man. See what's here. You got a little tiny baby split on the lower part of the D. It's got nice markers, but I don't think it's going to be enough for me to list it simply because, well, if you get this thing into later die state, it's going to be invisible. And I want people to be able to collect these coins regardless of what the die state is. So I'm kind of in a kick where I'm sort of refusing to list stuff that's so minor that you may not be able to pick it out in other die states. Mr. Eubanks, die cracks are generally not in themselves worth much of anything. Often there will be a little bit of a market jump for them while they're new and something fresh, and they've got a cute little nickname attached to them. But after they're a couple of years old, nobody cares. There's, for instance, a die crack on the 1999 Delaware Statehood quarter, where there's a little metal fatigue die crack coming out of the mouth of the horse, and people call it a spitting horse. Yeah, those were a little bit marketable over the first few years they were around, but now nobody cares about them. They're 20 years old, and people just don't grasp any value in those, so they're really kind of hard to sell. Now, Wanda has a point where fatal die cracks like broken dies or cuds, those sorts of things do grab some value simply because there's not very many of them made. They're pretty obvious. They look very intense, and they are generally collectible, meaning that even people who don't usually collect errors will see some value in them. Those are the kinds of things that you can get something back out of. The die cracks are just an expected normal part of the minting process. They happen as dies age. They try to use the dies and utilize the dies as long as they can before the dies break. So a die crack is even something that the mint would look at and say, it's still good, we can still use it. Dun, dun, dun. Fox Run Forge, are you talking about a package I sent out or one that you sent out? Asking Tim if he got the wrong package. I hope it's not one I sent out. Actually, I hope nobody sent out in a wrong package, but I certainly hope I didn't do it. And nothing on that one either. Adam Connor gets himself a relatively normal looking coin. Now for coin number 26, we got Bulldog. Bulldog. Yeah, rim-to-rim die cracks can be a little bit more interesting, but generally they have to be a pre-cud type die break, meaning that there has to be some movement in the surface of the die when the broken piece for them to really take much of any interest in it. And if it's a 18th or 19th century coin, forget about it, because it's actually very normal 18th and 19th century coins. That was one way that they knew that they needed to go ahead and replace the die, is when a piece of it broke off. Okay, well, if it's something that involves more than one of us... spiked head die cracks are just die cracks. They don't really have any real extra value. No, they're not die breaks, because die breaks actually have missing pieces of the die. So a die crack coming out of the head and going to the rim is just a die crack. Some people pay extra money for them, but they're generally relatively common and don't have any real premium value. Oh, there we go. Another RPM4. This one goes to Kevin Speaks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the crowd goes wild. I love it when people get goodies. I love it when people get goodies, especially goodies that are nice ones like this. Jessica can't contain the excitement. Whoop, whoop. She's all giggly. Got a nice RPM. It is. That is beautiful. I really like these. Very nice one. Alright, that's for Kevin Speaks. Stick that on the stack with the other one. Actually create a stack now instead of a single. Alright, now coin number 29. I'll see how many more of these we can pull out. This one goes to Sureg. It's not another one. I've seen this die a few times. Doesn't really have anything on it, but I'll go through it just to show. I honestly don't know what an 802 is. It doesn't tell me much. I mean, 8 is a double die reverse, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not familiar with an 802. I don't generally use FS numbers for much of anything. Is that one of the real nice class 2 double die reverses? Here's coin number 30. Now Deanne started this whole thing. Let's see what she manages to get this time. And it's one of the ones that has a a bit of an issue with die scratches. Seen this die before. That's really cool, CMOS. I like finding the good ones. Alright, that's for DN. Let's take a look at coin number 31. 31 will be Kevin Speaks again. Nothing going on the mint mark on this one. Let's keep taking a look around. Don't see anything there. Well, it's 4:37 now. I should easily be able to get the next show started by 6. I apologize, folks, for being so late in the week getting this started, but I did have an overwhelming amount of mail to get sent out. Let's see if I can bring up my picture. I took a picture of some of it this morning. I'll have to show you my phone on the camera. I'll see if it shows. Well, here we go. You guys see that? That stack of boxes? What are there? 5, 10, 12 medium flat rate boxes and about 10 small flat rate boxes there. Oops. I'm trying to make it so that you guys can see this. That's about half of the mail I sent out today. No. That's not 12. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There was 19 boxes. There's actually 3 stacks of boxes there. And it's going to be really hard to see on that camera. Here, let me do this. Let me change over. Hang on just. Hey there, boys and girls. Here we go. This will work better. Okay, focus. Focus. There we go. That's just part of what I sent out today. Took about 20 minutes to load all of it in a postal truck that came by. Yeah, I told him I was moving. He said, "Oh yeah?" I said, "Yeah, I'm moving." I said, "I'm sure that's not going to hurt your feelings." And he says, "Oh no, you're okay." Yeah, sure I am. I'm going to be glad I'm moving. That's for sure. But that's my show and tell for now. All right, back to the show. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Actually, it's not even regularly scheduled because we're off time as it is. Yo man gets him a 4. Beautiful RPM here. There we go. Yo man gets this one. Tim, I do believe you are getting one of those. If you ordered during the auction, if you won and ordered 1 box or more from me, you definitely have mail coming to you. This is a nice RPM number 4. It's coin number 32 for Yo Man. Moving right along. Coin number 33. Coin number 33 will be this one right here Let's get this flipped over, find out who number 33 is. Adam Chambers. Adam Chambers, coin number 3. Oh, there's another one. Coin number 33. Bam. There's another one. I like it. Yeah. Here we go. And there it is. That one's for Adam Chambers. He was around at the beginning of the broadcast. I don't know if he's still around now. But Adam Chambers got himself one, too. Now, let's take a look at coin number 34. Coin number 34 will be going to CMUS Omaha. CMUS Omaha gets one, too. Bam, there we go. This is turning into a nice roll. Took us about halfway through before it started really producing, but we're getting somewhere. I deserve a cookie now. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Yeah. Let's get CMUS his coin. Don't see anything big on the reverse. And move on to the next one. Coin number 35. Coin number 35 is going to go to dun 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 Eric Beyer. And this one's going to be a normal one. This one's going to be the one with all the die scratches, the one with the issue with a whole bunch of die scratches all over it. And this is it. Let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately a normal one. Normal reverse as well. Normal obverse, normal reverse. So this one's going to go in a flip. Number 35 for Eric Beyer. And coin number 36 now. Coin number 36 will be for CMUS again. And CMUS gets a normal one. A normal 1959 Denver Lincoln cent. And looks like a normal reverse as well. Can't win them all. Normal reverse as well. That's coin number 36 now, going to CMUS. Coin number 37. Coin number 37 is Mike Birchman. And this one is one of our later die state normal coins. It's a little bit later die state, but it is normal. Unfortunately, nothing here. You're very welcome, CMUS. Thank you for participating. Those who participate win. Those who don't participate wish they did. You see people come by and they're like, well, there's nothing decent coming out of that roll. Well, that is true. Probably half the time, if not even better than half the time. Not going to get much of anything out of these rolls. The other half the time, there's some really nice smack in these rolls. Some Chief Bling, folks. Got some Chief Bling coming out of this. Good stuff. Maynard. Oh, yo man, always on me. Kevin speaks. I've been remembering pretty well. I'm starting to get into the habit. Just starting. Still gonna stumble once in a while. So Kevin Speaks gets that one. That's coin number 38. And now, coin number 39 goes to Adam Chambers. Coin number 39 to Adam Chambers. I'm thinking about starting up Patreon once I get moved. And what I'm thinking about doing is running a Patreon campaign where something special comes to people who are in Patreon, but I can't think of exactly what it would be. This one's got that really long die scratch coming down out of the nose, so we've seen this die before. And I really wish I knew a good way to market something that you get if you're a Patreon person. And I just haven't quite figured it out yet. I could use assistance. So anybody who thinks they've got a really good idea as to how I should employ Patreon, let me know. We can talk about it right in the middle of a stream. We can talk about it through email. We can talk about it through private messaging. You could even send me a letter the good old-fashioned way, and I'll sit down at my easy chair with my bifocals and pipe and sit there and read it like an old man reads a letter. I could do that too. I don't know how long it's been since I've received something in mail that wasn't a bill or an advertisement or something I ordered. And my elbows are just worn out from this week. All that packaging and all that carrying boxes of rolls around. Over 1,500 rolls found new homes on Tuesday. Over 1,500 rolls. I remembered, nobody had to tell me. Quads.com, where you can find absolutely nothing at all because he hasn't built the site yet. Now we need to get on to quads.com to build quads.com. I think he said that he was going to build a website that had something to do with ATVs at quads.com. I believe that's what it was going to be. We probably need to put a penny fund together for Quads to get him a website. Even if it's just a purple dinosaur wearing a Quads t-shirt, it's more than nothing. It's when somebody has nothing at all, you start getting really compassionate for them, want to give them something. That's the way I get. I get kind of sentimental on people. I've been hanging around long enough. Patreon is Patreon, Patreon, patreon.com. It's a website, sort of kind of like a Kickstarter type website, where you pay a certain amount per month to someone for something, and you get it at like a reduced or guaranteed or something, reduced price or guaranteed availability, or you get something signed or something special by being a member of Patreon. What Patreon does, it charges you every month the same amount, kind of like a magazine subscription. So if I did a Patreon at $20 a month, then I could promise you that you get so many spots in certain roles, or that you get the ability to participate in Patreon only roles. That way your likelihood that you're going to get in will be higher. Patreons might also be guaranteed spots in certain roles as part of their Patreon fee. So if I have like a 1960D roll and I'm charging $1 a spot or $2 a spot in a 60D roll, as a part of a $20 membership, you get a spot in those roles at $1 a piece instead of $2 a piece, and you're guaranteed a spot. Something like that. Yeah, but Sissy, I still sent you a decent sized box. You still got a decent amount of stuff. Even though you didn't get full participation, you did get stuff. I know because I had to mail your box to you. Hello, Coins Arnito. I haven't seen you in a while. And yes, I am familiar with you. Don't think you can escape my knowing when you're here. I'm the Santa Claus of pennies. I'm Santa Claus. I check my list, I check it twice. I'm gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is always here. Oh, did I not flip 43 or 44? Geez, Farm Dog, you got to keep me on. This is number 43. 43 was Hawkeye. Number 43 was Hawkeye. And number 44 was Kelly Michaud. Kelly Michaud. Awesome fishing guide from British Columbia, Canada. Now, coin number 45. Coin number 45 is actually under the loop. So I'll go ahead and flip this one now. Fox Run Forge. Fox Run Forge gets coin number 45. You like it when you hop on the tube to find some alive, Chuck? I think that perhaps Patreon would be a way to be able to get people involved, more people involved. You are not able to show up to Tuesday evening auctions. I've kind of bottled myself into that being the only time that my reveals are available, and that's because there's such a eager audience to purchase there that I have generally no trouble going in and selling out. Here's Kelly Michaud again. This one's a little spotty. What do we have here? Okay. I saw this haze area. This is a large hazy spot that will come off. I'm just kind of thinking that there's got to be, some way of being able to expand my reach. And I think Patreon is a good way to do that, but I'm not really sure exactly what would cause people to want to respond. Maybe I just give it a shot and see. Maybe at $20 level, you get guaranteed spots in rolls. You get entry into exclusive rolls. And then at like a $50 level, I send you so many bank wrapped rolls every month. I just have to add up exactly what's feasible for me. What seems like something that would be attractive. It's coin number 47. That was for Surreg, I'm sorry. Roll of the Month Club. Well, I mean, I could kind of see that, but the thing about it is one roll a month. Not going to add up to a whole lot of value. I'm looking at something that actually has enough value to excite people, want them to be involved. Let's see, here's a relatively minor RPM here that I don't know whether I've seen before in this roll. I want to pull this one out and call it die number 2 for the roll, just for the fun of it, and see. I have seen a couple of die scratches in the eye in this roll, so perhaps there are other examples of this particular die, and it could possibly be something that we end up listing, but it is just a relatively minor. It's a baby split lower serif. Well, and see, that's what I'm kind of thinking too. I'm kind of thinking, I want to be able to give exclusive content, something exclusive. I want to be able to, I don't know, maybe I don't know what to do exactly. But I mean, I know I have availability to a number of resources, and I've got a lot of inventory. This was a roll ender. That's why it's kind of really spotty. This is number 49. This goes to Yo Man. Yo Man, you want me to take this crap off this coin for you? I'm not going to get the black spots, but all these colored hazy spots look like oil slicks. They'll come off. Okay, Yo Man says yes. It's still going to be a spotty coin, but it's going to be a lot cleaner looking than it does now. And it will grade It is something people have been asking me. Once you put that stuff on the coin, is the coin considered clean? Do you look it won't grade? No, if you do it right, nobody would ever be the wiser. There's been anything on the coin. It's not a matter of deception. It's just a matter of the coin being in nice condition when it comes time to show it off. You want your coin to be nice. And, well, when it's ugly and spotted and hazed, nobody really enjoys a coin like that. If you do it without damaging the surface of the coin, and all you're doing is removing stuff off the coin, and you're not adding anything to the coin, like scratches or plating or coatings or anything like that, then there's nothing wrong with doing it if it's done right. Evaporates completely off the coin. Takes a little bit longer to take care of the coins that are truly hazed out, but that's what it looks like after. Here it goes, drying away. You see it drying inside the mint mark. Stuff just evaporates. It's like poof, gone. Yeah, there's a little bit where that's what a pool looks like there. So it comes out pooled just a little bit. You can get that off with a very, very light second application. I'll sit it under here and let you watch it dry. See how it's evaporating? And boom, it's gone. That little spot is gone. Let's take a look at the reverse. Reverse was pretty badly spotted. You still got some of the dark spots, black stuff. See you at the next show, yo man. But the hazy, colory stuff is gone. And here's coin number 50, Jim Fletcher. Jim Fletcher is going to get himself a slightly hazed up spotty coin too, and we're going to take care of this one too, because this one should be relatively easy to deal with. You see all the haze on this? We'll back out. We'll take a look at it full size, so you can just see the effects of that haze. It's got a whole bunch of hazy spots on this side. It is a normal coin, so we're at a good spot to test it and just see how it works. I'll show you this side. See how it's kind of hazy? You got hazy little spots around. You see those spots? Okay. 64p, that makes more sense. Okay. So you can see that you've got a number of hazy spots on this. So we're going to real quickly, and this is how I'm doing it. How I'm doing it is just to get that and kind of pick up, twirling and twisting the Q-tip in the direction that I'm going while I pick the crap off of it. Basically, it's just attracting it. It's kind of soaking it up. You don't have to go heavy into it. I'm going to do a rinse cycle with this, which means going through it again with a very clean, newly absorbed Q-tip. Show you just how good this can be. Then you can use a dry Q-tip to pick up all of the excess liquid on the coin. Going through my rinse cycle now. You guys remember how this coin looked? Had all that haze and spots and all that other stuff. Now I'm going through with my dry one, just picking up the extra liquid. And here we go. All the icky spot stuff is gone on that side. Let's take a look at this side. And it's all gone there too. Laboratory grade xylene. You do not want to be using paint thinner. I was at the Sherman-Williams store last week buying paint for the house. And sure enough, they had xylene there. I'm thinking, guys, this is not what you want to buy. This is the cheap stuff. It was still like $25, $30. But if you want the good stuff, you have to get this. It's laboratory grade. Comes from Science Company. It's absolutely as pure as it gets. Comes with a warning. It's at sciencecompany.com. And there we go. So we have a 50 coin roll. We have a number of normal coins. Then we've got a few RPM number 4s. And those RPM number 4s, as I see it right now, would be coins numbered 34, 33, 32, 28, and 20. Goes to Deanne, Kevin, Yoman, Adam, and Seamus. We have another minor RPM, but I'm not even going to count it for right now. I'm going to look at it first before I count it. I'm going to have to go through the entire roll of 50 coins and make sure that I didn't miss anything. And so there we go. That's that. Join me at 6 o'clock for the next show. It'll scramble your brains if you keep your face over it. Like the olden days of amyl nitrate. There we go. Is that a bad thing? Amyl nitrate was a model glue in the 1970s. Is that what people sniffed and got high? The glue they sniffed? I don't use this stuff to get high. Don't need it. But anyhow, folks, I'll see you guys at 6 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and get my next show ready. So I'll talk to you guys later. 6 p.m. right here, this channel. We have, what do we have? 1955S in an original machine wrapped roll. That ought to be really nice. 6 p.m., 1 hour from now. Talk to you then.